too. They decided to follow the secondary path, which was less frequented by people. This path, as was the main path, was well marked by cairns, or piles of white rocks that rangers had placed
I don't like this
every
new
50
shit.
yards to mark the path.
Ubisoft
They
keeps
followed
changing
these
the
cairns
fucking
for about 1.5 miles to
HUDs of games into
to
fucking
where they decided to make camp for the night. That evening, they ate their hot dogs and slept in their tent, waking up at approximately 8 o'clock the next morning.
There's new
True to their
esports
plan,
skins.
they packed up and began their hike back to their car.
It's
They
pretty
hiked
cool.
back following the cairns, marking the path, and arrived at a location along the path that they recognized from the day before. At this point, they knew that they were only about a half a mile, 800 from the car, and they were very confident they knew which way to go from there. They took a rest and finished the last of their water at this point. They believed that they would be back to their car in the air conditioning within a half an hour. They had also left one of the bottles of Gatorade in the car. Rested and ready to go, they began hiking in the direction that they believed was the trailhead. They had missed their turn back to the trailhead and had actually followed the primary trail. After about 50 yards, the look of the area changed, and they didn't recognize it. They immediately knew that they had gone the wrong direction. No big deal, they would simply go back to where they were and start again. So they started back down the path and found some cairns in a small river. They searched the area looking for other cairns marking the path, but found none. At this point, they still weren't worried because
I'm already bored, bro. Like, this game is so bad, so
and
ass.
that they should be very near the intersection of the primary trail and the secondary trail. So both trails should be near. They just needed to find the intersection or a spot along the trail that they knew so they could head in the correct direction. They also knew their car was east, so they used the sun to find east. They had no compass and the map just seemed to confuse them, so they put the map away and decided to try and find their way out, just using their surroundings as a guide. After searching for a couple of hours and not finding any cairns, they rested in a shaded area trying to decide their next move. Somehow, they had gotten turned around and were searching to the west of the trail instead of to the east. As they had no backcountry experience, they simply weren't equipped with the knowledge and experience to make an informed decision. As they contemplating their next move, it began to rain. They collected rainwater runoff from rocks and in their mouths that they spit into containers. They were able to collect about 3/4 of a pint each. At this point, they also found prickly pears that gave them water and sugar. After a long day of trying to find the trail, it was getting dark and they set up camp for their second night. Their camp was only 275 feet, 85 meters from the path that led to their car. If they had gone north, they would have made it to a trail that led back to the road. If they had gone east, they would have made it to the road. If they had gone south along the trail that they were on, the trail met up with farmland. The only direction that led to the desert was west, and that is where they searched for a way out. Also, they were on the north face of the canyon. If they had climbed a different spot, they would have seen the trail, but this particular location hid the trail's view. They were also extremely dehydrated and weren't thinking properly, and had little to no energy to climb the canyon to find an exit. Without water and sodium, the brain's ability to transmit impulses is greatly reduced. Because of their reduced cognitive ability, they simply couldn't think of a way out. They were at an old foundation, but when looking at the map from the old foundation, they could see the trails that they needed. When they went that direction, they didn't find the trails, so they believed that the map was wrong. But they were simply heading in the wrong direction. By Friday, they were completely exhausted. Vultures began.
Here's a skill every professional homeowner should have, and that's how to do the emergency field repair of
Bro, I'm not queuing for
This
this
is a
game.
cold shuts invented by some genius man.
Shit's trash.
Emergency field repairs with the tools you have.